I'm David Attell, and I'm here to pour myself out, get the message out about the new Gong show on Comedy Central, and of course to reminisce about our Afghanistan USO tour. So,
now how did the tour go for you?
I think we'll all agree that the tour is great. It's the getting there that sucks. The flying, taking 5 planes to get there, spending 20 hours, and very unsmokable airports, which was a shock to me. Turkey, you can't smoke in the airport. Can you believe it?
Jeez.
Yeah, you can bang a boy in the... I'm kidding. Yeah. But that was the hard part, and the heat of the whatever that was, desert areas was very, very crazy. But the guys did a great job, and the troops were very into it. So
I think David Attell's got some real pressure on him. He's got to go out and promote the Gong show. They're starting it on Comedy Central. He's the host.
He's the host.
Yeah, it's his show, so he's got to get out there.
You think there's real pressure? It's Comedy Central.
Yeah, no, there's pressure.
They're banking on this?
They're banking on him.
All right.
He's their one hope.
Now that they lost Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
What's up?
Is there pressure on you to promote the Gong show? In other words, you want this to be... But, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but this is a big deal to you.
It really is.
You need this to be successful.
This is my last chance.
This is
show
it.
business.
I mean, you've done a lot of work for Comedy Central. You've had HBO specials. You're a successful comedian.
You had your own show.
I did, yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't... What?
Well, I mean, it ended.
Well, I ended it, though.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
you
it was
did?
going to kill him, that show.
Why did you end your own Dave Attell show?
Because I only have one liver, and it got harder to do as it was called the Insomniac show, not the Dave Attell show.
All right, but it should have been called. Everyone called it the Dave Attell. The whole industry called it.
They called the whole industry.
Yeah,
yeah.
Everyone in the industry called it the Dave Attell show.
Exactly, the variety, of course. Yeah. No, they called it. Why I ended because it was getting harder to do, but I wanted to keep doing hour specials, and they wanted the half hours, and I guess in hindsight I should have kept doing it. But look at me now; I'm like an old, drunk guy. I mean, it just seems like.
Are you really a drunk?
Yeah, and that's why the Gong show is like a perfect rehab of.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yeah, well, what is this? The first time on the air?
No, but I'm saying, I'm wondering.
I haven't had a drink in like 6 months, and the guys will back me up on the tour there. So.
How much is this a shtick, this addict kind of person?
I don't speak early Jewish vaudeville terms.
Right.
How much of my shtick-lach?
Yeah, how much? I mean, how much of this is your persona? Like Dean Martin, everyone thought he was a raging alcoholic, and maybe he was, but some people have suggested it was an act. Is this an act with you, or are you really having a problem? Do you need to go to rehab?
No, I think that what happened is just I got, I just stopped because, it was, I just was sick of, just doing nothing, and the drinking was boring after a while and shameful.
Was there cocaine involved?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But that was years ago.
Right.
No,
because Sarah Silverman said when she went out with you, when she was your girlfriend,
right,
she saw no evidence of drinking or any of this behavior. It came after her, she said.
I thought he was always depressed, though.
I didn't have any money then.
You didn't have money to buy alcohol.
Exactly. I didn't have any of that kind of remote control money, as we used to call it back in the 80s.
So they called you and said, we're starting the Gong show again.
Wait, jump around and okay, and what else happened?
Wait, hold it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll get back to
everything. This is how you break a guy down. You don't stay on the same topic.
I thought we were on the same team a minute ago.
By the time I'm done, you'll see.
Watch out for a curveball coming.
I think I just got it.
No, it was Sarah Silverman.
Right.
I'll go back to that if you want.
No, that's okay. What are you going to do with the wedding? That's what I really want to know. Can I say?
Go ahead. Give me your suggestion.
2 weddings. It seems to work in every Ashton Kutcher movie. Why wouldn't it work for you?
You're making a good point.
You run from the guest house to the front of the house and the back of the and the maid's like, "What's going on, Mr. Howard?"
That is genius because there's so many people who split up. You could have the other partner there. That's a very, very
boring. All right. So what happened with the Gong show?
Yeah, Dave.
Now let me. Can I say one thing? Tip of the hat.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. Howard takes it to the level that we can never get it to with these acts, you know, because you've brought on all these amazingly freakish people, cool people, brought out, you know, they're fun. And I'm like, how do we do that? And I don't think we got to that level, but you were the inspiration.
Thank you.
There you go. So, and that's not just sucking up. That's actually true.
No,
so.
it's nice to hear someone say that.
So,
but the Gong Show, were you a fan of the Gong Show?
Yeah, you know, I think the Gong Show was like the first time you actually saw freaks.
I was a fan of
great things, and you know, like ukulele acts and guys in a bathtub and Gene, the dancing machine, all that stuff. And that was before YouTube, so that was like really the only outlet.
Right.
We take it down and dirty, more the road of hilarious than that. We've got something going that they don't have going for them, which is great judges, and the judges from Andy Dick to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Adam Carolla, all these different people came on, and they had a ball with it. They just they get involved in some of the acts. They lay it down. It's not like Sharon Osbourne giving this critique or some English dandy giving some kind of you'll never make it, mate. And blah,
so
blah,
it's
blah.
it's a direct ripoff of Howard Show.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We have everybody from unicyclers to queefers, and and in between. Yeah, that's your that's your bread and butter.
You do have a queefer.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
can a queefer win?
I wanted. See, that's the thing. The whole thing that really got me was that America's Got Talent. It's always like the juggler and the guy on the unicycle with the bag, and we had those people on. But I wanted the
hardcore,
the vaudeville, uncabaret people, like the girl shooting a dart with her vagina at her husband with balloons. I mean, I was like, I love this stuff.
But it's only so far you can go. It's still cable television.
No, they show it. Comedy Central is very cool about it. I give them a real
dart out of her vagina.
Yeah, well, you don't see the actual,
vagina.
The thing, but you see, it coming out, and
I see. So if this
is a kids program, the Gong Show. I remember it was on in the afternoon.
Now, are you able to negotiate with Comedy Central a decent salary? I mean, they're pretty tight with the dollar, are they not?
I'm betting that Dave got $20,000 an episode.
Wow, I say that's high.
It could be. It could be between 20 to 50, but it could be 30. I'll say around closer to 20 than 50.
Well, the funny thing is, Artie, you also are a sitcom actor, so you know, if I was going to use my old quote from my part on Wings, from when I was on Just Shoot Me. No, but that's part of it too. But Comedy Central, money-wise, they bring the money if you bring the ratings. And the good and the bad of Comedy Central is that you can take it to the next level. Like the Gong Show would not work, and they've tried it a million different times. Yes. A lot of guys have tried it.
Yes,
and it is kind of like the Titanic of going down with the ship. And I could ramble off many hosts who've tried to do it. And we immediately went in and said we're not going to try and do what Chuck Barris did. Okay, right. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing an Indian war bonnet with a kilt.
But Chuck Barris had fun with it.
Yeah, he was great.
He was almost looked drunk.
I always thought he was drunk. High.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman?
I don't know. Are you asking me to go to the wedding?
Yes. How long did
could I go?
What, to my wedding?
Yeah.
Do you feel
not with that face.
Do you feel
to my wedding?
Do you want to go to my wedding?
Oh, I guess my Gong Show money. I can't afford.
I mean, we're not
Adele figurine. What if I bring a beautiful Kyrgyzstanian girl that I met in Kyrgyzstan?
Listen, I love you, and I think you're great, and I'd like to become friendly with you.
But you're not coming to the wedding.
But we never hang out together. I mean, would you really want to be there?
3 words: bong hits and Scrabble. Let's make it happen.
Let me put it to you this way, Dave. What kind of gift could you afford at Crate and Barrel?
Look, talk to me about Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel announced they have broken up. Right. And that's why I bring this up.
Do you think it's because of the Gong Show?
No.
Is that a thing in their relationship? If the Gong Show ever comes back.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why did you and Sarah break up? And maybe that'll give me insight into why Jimmy and Sarah broke up.
I don't, why?
Yeah, did she break up with you? Or
of course.
She did?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say?
No, I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
But it was puppy love, you know what I'm saying?
All right, it was
it's
a
not
long
like
time
the adult love that you power couples share, you know?
Right.
The love of a a jet getaway weekend to where do you guys go again?
But isn't all love puppified in a sense?
Where do you guys head off to? Whether it's the
Cabo or
Hamptons or
something,
Darfur
yeah.
to just help out.
Hold it.
To hold an AIDS baby.
Try to be serious with me about this.
He
'cause I'm
can't
trying.
do it.
I'd
See,
rather.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
insight.
His defense mechanism is up, Dave. Come on.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman? How many months, years? I don't know.
Well, I would like to think it was a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what would she say?
I don't know. She brings it.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
asking. I'm trying to get insight because I like Jimmy and Sarah very much.
I
as a
think they're
couple.
going to get back together.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Well, sweeps weeks are coming up, and no, October's rolling around, and nothing gets.
You think it'll be a big deal if they get
You
back
think
together?
this is a publicity stunt?
Yes, he does. No,
I really do.
No, but in all seriousness, you
Yeah.
were going out with her. You loved her.
Right.
Was the sex great? I keep thinking that Jimmy and Sarah maybe didn't have great sex. That Jimmy maybe got bored or something.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to put this together. 'cause
You don't
they
think
seem so-
Sarah got bored with
She
the sex?
could have. I'm asking from a man's point of view who
So
slept
Jimmy
with Sarah.
was the great lover?
Was Sarah a great lover?
She was a great. I would say she's like 3 lovers in one.
No. Is she a great lover?
Isn't that a term that you really only use for like an older man?
Come on, stop.
She's
All
a
right, I'm an
great
older
lover.
man. Is she a great lover?
Yes, she is.
She
She's
is.
a very. I'll tell you one thing, and this is all in truth. She's a very alive person. She's very. In the moment and all that kind of stuff, and me a brooding, like balding old guy.
Dark comic.
That's the kind of stuff that you're attracted to.
Right.
She's like a live person, and she's good at sports. And I could give a shit about sports, but
Right. But it was the sex was frequent. In other words, it wasn't being withheld. It was a good.
Is that
sex
what you think
life.
would happen with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. It's shocking to me. I'm actually upset about it.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I enjoy hanging out with them as a couple.
Well, why can't you still do that? Though?
As a couple?
I can't. They won't get together as a couple.
As a T-Mobile cell phone, can't you? Well, you know what? I'll tell
What
you
is
this,
your
Pat.
theory on this? What do you think happened?
I really just heard about it the other day
Right.
because we got a little saying in Afghanistan.
Right.
If you love it, no. I really don't know, but I'd say that both of them are, I don't know Jimmy that well, but I know her pretty well, or I did, and I think that they're probably working a lot. He has his show,
Right.
and she has her show, and that's a lot of work. And
Right.
then I think it's like adult stuff. It's not like when you're just out of college, kind of
Right.
hanging around things. So it's more of an adult scene that I probably wouldn't know about. But
Yeah.
that's probably, I'd say, the problem.
Last time I saw her, she said, "I love him. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life." Blah 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 blah.
And what happened?
Well, this
Now
was
they're
the rest
breaking up.
of her life. You just didn't know. It didn't mean she was going to be dead.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it, to tell you the truth. I really
don't get it either. And
Have you ever done Jim's show or Jimmy's show?
yeah, I have.
Yeah?
When during the Insomniac thing, I came out and
Did you discuss having sex with her?
His girl.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Why
Yeah.
not? Wouldn't that be great television to say, "Hey, I banged her, you banged her. Let's compare
That's
notes."
pretty rock and roll. It's not so much comedy.
It's not-
that's like
that's
what
not
rock
funny?
guys do. Like Eric Clapton could do that, or somebody. Like that,
I don't know. I mean,
I would have tuned in.
I would listen to you guys comparing notes and saying, she didn't do this, but then Jimmy would go, "Oh no, she did that
Don't
with
you
me.
love it when and he goes,
She never licked
"Oh
my
God,
balls,
she
and
never
that
did
upset
that to
me." And
No, Dave wants to do jokes about shampoo and a sock.
Every time I come in here, you always bring up Sarah and all that stuff. What do I have to do that, like, if I found bin Laden on that trip and I also opened Iron Man,
I only brought it up because of the news that they were
I know,
I
it's
thought
shocking.
you could offer insight. I did.
Do you think it has something to do with the gas prices? Now,
don't
this
know.
leads into neutral territory.
Do you have sex videos of her with you?
No,
You never took her.
Before that, no, never.
Wow. Well, all right. I will drop it then.
Like, I mean, honestly, Howard, would
Yeah.
don't you feel like that's like you got to be really on your game to do that kind of stuff? Like
Sex video?
Yeah.
I've tried it, and it never works
Really?
out well. I've done it a couple of times in my life.
Now, a man in your position, why would you even put yourself in that position?
I look so bad.
You do?
On these videos. You think you're in decent shape.
What? You really aren't the best judge. You should show us.
I did one where I took the video on my penis, and I don't know, it must have been bright light, but it looked very veiny and like it was. I was like, ugh.
You're too harsh and critical.
When people ask me that, I go, look, I'm embarrassed by video of me not having sex, just acting.
Yeah, right, just being around.
Right, yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean. You're too critical of yourself. You should let somebody else judge it.
Okay, Robin, I'd love to have your critique.
After Gary came back from Afghanistan, he came to me and he said, Dave Attell is a saint.
Is a saint?
A saint. He said they should call him Saint Attell.
He really is.
Why do you... I said to Gary, why do you say this about Dave Attell? Because as far as I can see, he doesn't look like any kind of saint to me.
Right.
He seems very...
Nobody's ever described him that way before.
And he's a Jew.
And he's a Jew. That's right.
And then the Jimmy thing, right?
Right. So, and he fucked Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him being a
No
saint.
saint has ever fucked Sarah.
So Gary goes, Wolf, there were days when we were traveling. You know how you talk. He goes, Wolf, there were days we were traveling, and we would be very tired. And sometimes the USO would say, when you're eating, go have meals with the troops and talk to them. But sometimes we were so tired, we would just eat amongst ourselves. But Dave Attell would go over to the troops' tables, no matter what was going on, and sit there and talk with them. It's very, very important to him. The whole time he's there, he's talking to the troops.
He never shied away from the troops.
Right.
Well,
is that accurate?
That is accurate, and the guys didn't know that that's part of the USO thing. It's not just doing the shows, but they picked it up real
Artie
quick.
apparently didn't know.
All right,
Well, but Artie is
Artie
different.
slept, yeah.
We just
Artie slept through all of Afghanistan.
But they were like, "How do you do it?" And I go, "Well, I was brought up as a runaway, and I was used to going truck to truck looking for love." No, it's
what is
these
it?
guys are. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and explain yourself.
I'll explain. I'm glad that, first of all, I'm glad I couldn't pick better guys to go with, because not just Artie and Gary, but Nick and Jim Florentine were great. And the whole thing is that the monotony, we see the war in little snippets on the news, and it's explosions and shooting, but then there's the other times of just monotonous routine, heat, being distant from their loved ones, their lives. There's a lot of people there in the Guard and Reserve who have other lives that they've had to put on hold to do the
psychological pressure, knowing that they might be killed at any minute.
Exactly.
Right.
But besides all that, there's really just the never-endingness of it and the sameness of it. And that could be horrific or it could be boring, but it's over and over and over for over a year. And we're just like new faces that come in. I don't consider myself famous. I'm not, Jessica Simpson or anything like that. But we just come in, and like, whether they know you or not, it's just somebody else to talk to. Like, comics are great because we don't bring any equipment. We just come in, tell a couple of, dick jokes, and we're out of there.
Right.
And they love it dirty. And, they might say the powers that be, keep it clean, do this, whatever. Yeah. But when it gets down to it, they always love it dirty, and we love bringing it to them that way. So.
Right.
Yeah, the shows.
So it was a good experience.
The shows were very successful, and obviously Dave destroyed, as did Nick. Everybody killed.
Yeah,
and Gary did a good job. And I mean, it is so satisfying afterwards at the meet and greet when these guys come up to you and say, "You know what, man? And every one of them were nice. We really appreciate you coming. We laughed, and it was good to escape for a while." And Dave has gone probably about 4 or 5 times. Is that right? You've been there quite a bit.
Different place,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you've been to Iraq?
Iraq.
You've been to Afghanistan.
And, Afghanistan used to be the one where everybody's like, I hope I get sent to Afghanistan because it's safer. Now it's really, going crazy. Yeah.
Did you feel in danger at any time when the mortar attack? We read about the mortar attack. We asked Gary and we asked Artie about it yesterday.
Was that your first time being under attack?
Well, besides coming on this show, the emotional mortars, the rounds shot at me, the salvo.
Coming in.
No, it happened in Iraq too, but it wasn't like where we had to get in the bunkers. It was just kind of like, oh, by the way, we were attacked. But the best part, there's 2 stories I'd like to say about the whole tour. One of them was I was roommates with Artie for a while and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. And
fun.
That's a fun room.
it was a fun room, and Artie, it's hard to sleep with him because he, you think like he's a bigger guy, he must snore. Well, I snore, Nick might snore or whatever, but he talks in his sleep.
Oh no!
Really?
And not just talks, he orders food in his sleep.
Oh, stop.
I'm not
I
kidding
swear
around.
to
Get
God.
𝗦𝗵cie on the phone. It's so true.
Yeah, no.
Is that right?
Howard,
That's crazy.
Dana and a couple other chicks have said this to me.
You order food in your
And
sleep?
Howard,
Yes.
he sounds contrived, but he's telling the truth because
It is true.
Other people have told me this, and it's so embarrassing yet so funny.
I never heard that. Does
Nick,
it arrive? Does
Can
the
I-
food come after
Well,
you
what did I
orders it?
say?
I'm no
Nick-
Craig Gass, but may I try it?
Yeah. You got, yeah.
It's like 2 burgers and a dew. Like Mountain Dew. 2 burgers and a dew.
Oh, he even
Are you
dropped in
serious?
that
Yeah.
shorthand.
You mean he's laying there, and all of a sudden you start hearing him talking about food?
2 burgers and a dough.
Burgers.
But
What
not
else
just
does he
laying there.
mention? What
Like,
else does he?
just kind of shaky, kind of like.
I do. I get the shade.
What
just-
else? What else does he order? I'm curious. Pizza.
Well, Nick, the Apollo said the 2 burgers and a do thing, and that
Yeah,
was why I knew
it's
they
true.
weren't bullshitting. Just 2 separate times they said the same exact thing that I ordered.
Wow.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't even drink Mountain Dew.
And the whole trip too, he was not really eating. He was eating apples the whole time, and he had like one big meal, and that was
it's
about it.
amazing. Gary was telling me about you in Afghanistan, and he even said this, and I hope I don't embarrass you.
Yeah.
He says, at one point, Dave Attell waved his hands over the desert, and it turned into water. I'm not kidding.
No, you know what?
I was afraid, like flying in the helicopters and all that kind of stuff, but that was pretty cool that we
Yeah.
got a chance to do
That
that.
was really
Did
cool.
you
but-
shoot off a gun like Artie and Gary?
Yeah, I did.
You did, and you liked it.
Yeah, no, that's the coolest part of it because, like, they were like, "Hey, how do you know like this?" Because I watch all those military like history channels.
Why do you?
I
do
love
it?
that stuff.
Why do you go? You didn't just go once. This is your 5th time over.
Well, no, I've been to Afghanistan twice and Iraq once, and then I've done like other U.S.
Why
stuff.
do you do it? Do you feel an obligation?
Yeah, I also feel that like we're not really asked to do anything, and that like it's a really good. I guess we're lucky that we get to do it because we're in like show business.
Right.
But I just feel like don't get a chance to do anything, and like I've traveled a lot, but that part of the world is like a whole different animal. And,
It really is.
Like
It's-
you would never. Well, I told this to I think Nick, whatever. When we were in the Kyrgyzstan airport, by the way, do not honeymoon around there because that sucked. There was a guy getting on the plane with a bow and arrow. I'm not kidding around, Howard. I'm not
Exactly.
kidding.
bow
A
and
Mongolian hordsman, whatever, was getting on with a bow, and he was at the counter like, when can I get that flight? And I'm like, that guy's got a real bow and arrow on him, And you're only afraid of the bow and arrow from a distance, but
Right.
up close, it's kind of like retarded,
Yeah.
I mean, no,
It's the bit I'm working at.
So you are a man who feels compelled to help his country any way
Yes.
you can, and you do it,
Yeah, and
you do it with joy.
can I
Now,
say one thing?
yes.
Okay. The biggest surprise, delightful surprise, was when we went to the Predator base, and did Gary tell you this?
oh yeah, the colonel.
The colonel of the Predator base is like the most devout fan of your show.
Wow.
Anyway, because we walk in and he's giving us like a bullet point thing on the Predator, which is pretty cool because Jeff Anthony. Usually when you do the USO tour, you meet everybody. You meet like the guy who's in charge of sanitation,
Right.
and he gives you like a rundown on how they do the base and like how they set up the city and all that kind of stuff. So some of it's kind of monotonous, but you're there to meet the guy, so you got to sit through it. But this guy goes, I got a couple questions. One about the merger, and he's like a colonel.
He's up on it.
Yeah, and the next one, Jim, are you still going out with Robin? And then like, where's Artie? Is he coming out?
Well,
He
Dave-
wants you to be up there.
fanatical.
Right.
Dave has been there so much, Howard. He knows enough, and he reads a lot about it. I guess.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to the Army guys in Army terms, like a guy will have a rifle, and we won't even know what the fuck it is, and Dave will be going, "What are you using that? Do you use S50s, or you got a 485 Glock on that?"
I
You know,
didn't say
I mean, no, you knew numbers.
You're a gun freak.
You're not a
Nick,
gun freak.
Nick
You
in
just
Lake Tahoe, you're on
knew
the air.
about
Go
it.
ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Thank you very much. I got a question for David Attell. Was there any time on the trip that you guys were so scared that you said, "Oh man, this is it. I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this one," or anything like that? Artie, Gary?
Probably when Artie was talking in his sleep about food.
I thought he was going to eat me. No. I think it's scary. I think the real scary part, because they can take really good care of you. The scariest part is the flying. You know, like you fly in a lot of different aircraft, old military aircraft, like from the
That's scary.
the 60s.
Howard, no windows, and
Right.
it's claustrophobic.
Yes.
And you're a target, too.
And, well, you can't fly over Iran or Pakistan,
Yes.
so it's really... Remember how you used to always bitch, and you were so right about how France wouldn't let us fly?
Right.
So these fucking planes have to go around and use more fuel. It takes longer, and these soldiers are packed in these planes with all this equipment, and because you can't fly over fucking Iran or France or whenever, we couldn't do that, it takes longer, and they're tired. And you don't realize how important windows are on a plane to make you feel more secure.
Right.
You're just up and you don't know what's going on. But during the mortar fire, I got to a point where I really was a little, first of all, claustrophobic in the bunker. Second of all, a little bit, because there was a lot of us packed in. And when we're walking, and that kid said to me, "Look, the way I look at it, if you get hit, you get vaporized." And it's like, it's going to be weird. Just that got to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But they make you feel.
It's got to hurt to be vaporized.
But they make.
What is vaporized, Artie? Can you explain that a little
Well,
So you
in
take
other
your
words,
pot
in other words, you get hit with a weapon that's so powerful that it just like can turn you into dust immediately. You don't even feel it.
Yeah, there's nothing left of you.
Right.
Gary said at one point, Dave Attell jumped on the mortar.
I would have done that if it was good for the show.
Well, did you ever at any time assess who would be a problem if it got heavy?
Well, I did think that if, let's say, we were captured, I know as a Jew, I would have had to think out one of the other guys.
Right.
No, if we like say got into a crash and we were in the desert by ourselves, abandoned, alone, and had to resort to cannibalism, you figure I'm going first because they're lasting 2 months on me.
Let's go to Jerry. Jerry, you're on the air in Dover.
Okay. Hey, besides that, the Gong Show looks like it's going to be funny as hell. But,
oh, thanks, man.
Hey, Sarah Silverman, little star fucker, did she take it up the ass?
Oh.
Wow. That's a legitimate question, and you got to deal with it any way you have to deal with it.
You really think he should answer that?
I do. I think it's legitimate. I don't think it's a nice question, but I think it's a legitimate question. Did Sarah take it in the ass?
No, I don't see any of that there. I think it was more by Kabbalah sex. It was really...
It was more traditional.
Yes.
All right.
I like how that guy came at it. Like
you were with her in the early 90s. That was the height of the anal craze.
Was it really?
Absolutely.
You missed it?
Even Robin went through it. Robin took it. I had it a couple of times in my ass. Yes, absolutely.
Well, back in the desert, that's really the only way to clean yourself. Clean your piece, as they call it.
That means she probably took it right up the ass.
What's going on with your relationships now? Do you have a girlfriend? No one ever reads about you in the tabloids.
The Gong Show is really, I think, like a eHarmony for me, because I met so many interesting ladies on there. This one girl.
Are you having sex?
Well, not really, because I stopped drinking.
Oh.
You mean that ended your sex life?
Well, it does. It kind of like
Are
you'd
you
rather
a
go home.
loner?
I'm actually one of the few guys who's cool being alone. And that was kind of the weird thing, like sharing a room with these guys. Yeah. Because I think he'll say it too, like, Artie, you're on the road all the time, but you get like your own. At the end, you go into your own room and you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And now it's kind of like this, like guy club, and like you're afraid to like undress in front of everyone. Yeah. Although you're walking around wearing just a towel. A towel.
And that's always fun. But we had, because again and again, like Dave said, we couldn't pick a better bunch of guys. There were a couple of nights where we couldn't sleep, and it was just me, Nick, and Dave, and just laughing all night because we you just love each other's company on top of being performers. And I mean, Dave, is being humble a little bit. A ton of guys recognize him from Insomniac. They love seeing him.
Right.
And he goes up and like literally at the mess hall, he'll go out of his way to just talk to guys. And like I told you yesterday, there was one group of guys who said to me and Gary, look, they were just out of Fort Hood, Texas, going away for 15 months. They asked, could you hang out with us? And Dave was very aware of that, and he always did it. Never said no to anything. So I mean,
Dave.
It was a great. It was a great. It was a great.
That's
tour.
not true. But, I mean, thank you, Artie. But a lot of it has to do with that's our fan base too. These guys are the guys who come see our shows when they're and it's like that's the cool connection, because it's not just like they know your stuff, or like a lot of them have said
you don't care. You never think about your own life. You never think about the fact that you might get killed over there.
Well, I'm kind of hoping.
You're hoping you die.
Since I have a miserable life, but no.
Now tell me, you don't have a girlfriend.
I don't.
And
so I can't go to the wedding then.
You don't have anybody who...
No, I have a friend.
You got a friend.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Well,
Why are you keeping it such a secret?
No, she's not my girlfriend, though.
Why are you hiding her? Bring her in here now.
Why did you say it's a her?
You know what I'm gonna... I'm gonna
have... Who are you voting for? Now that you've been overseas and you've seen the action firsthand, who will be the best man to handle the situation in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Wow.
Is it Obama or is it McCain?
Well, sometimes I think it's really, I think, the 1-2 punch. You got to get the right vice president. And sometimes I think late at night, especially after a drinking binge, the best guy for the job would be Obama and the Burger King. The actual Burger King.
Stop it.
No.
Tell me who you're for.
Who am I for?
Yeah. Who is the best commander-in-chief? You've been with the troops.
Yeah.
Mayor McChee.
You've spoken with the troops.
Yes, I've spoken to them and
heard
their views.
You think the Burger King would be a good vice president?
Well, the Burger King burnt down. Talk about...
Oh, that's right. Oh,
you didn't tell that story?
Well, I was trying to, but we were all over the place. But
we only had 3 hours.
The Afghanistan...
The Afghanistan Burger King.
The Kandahar, the base we were at in Kandahar, the place that stunk like shit.
Yeah, the Kandahar BK.
Yeah, it had a Burger King.
Yeah.
And of course, I hear that, my eyes light up.
Yeah.
And then they go, but it burnt down last week.
Yeah.
A mortar hit the fucking Burger King. So I was looking to have a Whopper with cheese with shit on it.
I've actually gone to a fast food restaurant, whether it was Burger King or McDonald's in Aruba many years ago.
Right.
And it was so bad.
Really getting into the local culture.
Oh, my God. I was so fat back then that I decided I needed to eat Burger King. And I go in Aruba, and I go into the local town. It took over an hour to get a burger. There's no such thing as fast food. Can you imagine in Afghanistan what that would have been like? I mean, you would have been sick. I'm sure for months.
And the guy behind the counter.
Yeah. What would you like?
You know what else they have? Like a Starbucks ripoff type place that they build.
What, the Tim Hortons?
Well, not the Tim Hortons.
I love that place. Talk about real heroes. It's those 4 Canadian girls working at the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons
in Afghanistan.
And there's like a coffee bean type place.
Yes.
Green bean, whatever.
You think they set that up for the troops, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole city. So the funny thing is, you see a lot of these big good old boys from the South walking around with an M16 and a caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
Frappuccino.
Isn't it amazing, the lengths people will go to make a living? I mean, that's pretty something that's extreme to set up like a Starbucks in Afghanistan.
Right, and it's always
you hear
packed.
about those people who get kidnapped, it's always some guy from the Midwest who needed a job.
It's always a barista at Starbucks.
It shows you how shitty things are out there.
In Kyrgyzstan, the cool thing is because the people are like Russian hybrid. You'll meet a girl with one blue eye, like a husky, weird hot girls, and they get jobs on the bases. And I was up early one day, just chain smoking outside, and these 2 guys walked by, a guy and a girl, and they're wearing all yellow. I could tell they're not in the military; they're contracted, and there's this drop dead blonde hottie who in New York would be the top of the totem pole. She's like collecting my cigarette butts and like putting them in this thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't believe it. Like, that's the best job there.
Local Russian nanny.
They need Tyra Banks to find her or something.
All right,
smoking blondes.
All right, you didn't answer my question,
right?
Because Artie said he now was leaning toward McCain after coming back
really?
from the troops.
A little bit, not totally. I don't know.
You could switch back.
Who are you supporting?
Well, I don't really know who I'm going to support. I always go for the ones who are like pro-abortion and all that kind of stuff, gay rights and all that. Because, you know, like I feel like it's too stiff out there, especially in the comedy clubs with all the, you know, church stuff. But, you know, that's just me, you know, whatever. But
plus, you're a gay guy who's had an abortion.
Right.
So that would be Obama you're for.
Yeah, I guess that. But I do love McCain. Like, I read all his books, and I think he's definitely, like, you know,
so you're having a hard time deciding.
It's very hard. So
And
you know what I think I'm going to do? Sleep in and not vote. You think that's good?
No,
that's what I do.
That's the answer.
You also know that McCain can't really be fucking in real life anti-abortion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
he's a cool dude.
Yeah,
he's a cool dude.
Policy.
Yeah, I know. He should say it, but these crazy Bible Belt people have you by the fucking balls.
Well, then he's got to stand up to them. That's what I think.
That would be leadership.
That's
One
right.
other thing I said in my sleep, I just remembered and again, other people have said this, and Nick told me this, that on top of that, he claims that I said, and again, I shake around when I do it, and Nick does such a funny impression of me shaking around.
But what does he claim you said?
He claims I said, no regular Coke.
Regular Coke.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know if that was a drug.
That's the greatest thing I ever
I mean,
heard.
and these both guys said when they woke up with me one night that I was ordering a burger and a Mountain Dew. I don't
dream about food like most guys dream about pussy.
Exactly.
Well, I had a wet
Maybe.
dream, and I woke up and it was all ketchup and Russian dressing.
He would go to sleep with like ice tongues, like a teddy.
Do you realize his nightmare is being served Diet Coke? He hates it so much.
I do.
I never
Listen,
thought of it that
one
way.
final question.
Yeah.
Will you call Sarah Silverman and try to date her again now that she's broken up with you?
Howard, I'm not even. I said it before. I'm not in her league. I mean, come on.
I think you're really hot.
You do?
I do.
I've been trying to dress a little bit more adult.
You
I'm
look
glad
good.
you picked up on it.
You know what,
Because
Howard?
if you're going to host
Very,
the God Show, you got to show people that you're in charge.
Very relaxed with the suit jacket, like George Carlin.
Like
with
an
the
Armand
beard.
DeSante.
Right.
You know
That was
what,
my
Howard?
pace car.
Enough nonsense.
Dave is being again. If any interviewer could get it out of him, it's you. But Dave has that comedian thing where he tells all these jokes, but I don't know this for sure, and I've known him for a long time. But in the early '90s, he was like the king of New York, like the best comedian
That's
there
nice,
was.
Artie.
And when he was playing at a club, other comedians would be late for spots at other places.
All right, so
because
what happened?
You'd stop and watch him. Well,
setup.
what I'm saying is on top of Sarah, I guarantee he got so much pussy back then because he just was like the shit, And
So you downplaying the amount of pussy you get?
I don't know.
Would you guys one at a time? Even the Taliban, they give him a blanket and a Quran.
You're
when
a
they-
famous guy now, Dave. Come on.
This is all I'm going to say, okay? First of all, she's really funny. He's really, Jimmy's really funny, and I'm sure something's going to happen and, whatever.
Right.
But in terms of already saying that, that's really cool because when I was on the tour with him and Nick, who, I don't know if you guys know, but in the early 90s, Nick DiPaolo was the guy.
Right.
He really was we would look at him and wow, this guy, he'd show up, good looking guy, really on top of his game. And, I still look at him in awe when I think about his writing skills and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of really good comics on the tour, and then Artie had to do a half an hour, so that's pretty rough. And we divvied up the dick jokes and the masturbation stuff.
Right. The good thing is that every guy, Florentine, Dave, and Nick are all headliners, so they were nice enough to Like, by the time I get up, you got to leave the headliners some subjects to go for. Like,
right. So they were gracious and left you.
Yeah, they knew exactly how to set you up.
That was a great
You guys are all great, I have to say.
I know, it's a real, like, love fest.
I've never met a bunch of greater guys.
Well, I mean, you know, if
let me tell you what really happened on
Other
there,
than
Howard.
Sarah Silverman, have you ever fucked anyone else famous?
Yeah, you asked him a question and he deflected.
Well, that's what I mean. This is what he does.
No. What happens? All right, listen.
We'll never get it out of
See the Gong Show. I'm excited it's coming back. I like the idea of you as host. I think it'll be successful. I hope so.
But honestly, a tip of the hat to you. And
thank you.
But
we
Howard,
really did look at
one
you.
more thing, because you'll like this. This is a plug. While I was over there, there's an organization called the Coalition for Major Injuries. These are all guys who come back from the war.
Oh, is this where Dave cut off his own leg and gave it to a soldier?
Gave it to a guy?
I heard about
These-
that.
He's a saint.
These are all guys who are like amputees, bad head injuries, and they're all at a hospital in Florida. And there's an organization that runs, support for these guys. It's a big charity because there's not enough money for these guys, which is awful. And Dave does work with them. And while we were at one of the meet and greets, a guy came up to me and said, "Art, you don't know this, but I have half a leg, and I chose to come back here to work administration, but I work with this coalition. Would you guys do a show in Orlando, Florida for us? And maybe, like, if it's you and Attell and these guys, we get 4,000 people and just give it all to the workers." I gave him my phone number, and I've been in touch with someone he knows. And Dave immediately said yes.
Yes.
And
so he's a very giving man, you would say.
Yeah. So sometime in October, November, we're gonna do like a 4,000 seater for this
That's
coalition
very nice.
of injured people in Florida.
You guys are really giving back.
And Jimmy Florentine and 𝗛𝗵𝗵 already said they would do it. And again, it's a free show, and it's what is the official name of that, Dave? It's the Coalition of.
Dave,
I thought
let me ask you something though about
it's
that.
Wounded Warrior. I thought we were
Wounded
talking about.
Warrior.
So I didn't hear about this Orlando thing, but that's
how
cool.
did Sarah let you know she was leaving you? All right, listen. Okay. Dave, best of luck. We love when you come in here.
So, Dave, are you really the saint that Gary's making you out to be?
I think they built me up pretty hardcore, but one man saint is just another man doing his job, not like these Hollywood types.
No, we really want credit. Come on.
No, but they, I don't know.
It was, put it this way: there were a lot of dick jokes the guys loved. That's what
I think everybody did their job, but it's not really a job like you kind of enjoy it and all that kind of stuff.
I couldn't do my 20
I like
minutes.
how Howard brings you back to earth. You can do anything, and he's like,
Dave, how do you think Artie handled the hot weather over there? I know he was nervous about that for a while.
I have to say honestly, I really didn't think he would make it through the 100+ degree temperature, but he did.
I slept most of the days anyway in air conditioning.
With his
ordering food,
his Green Beret training kicked in, and he did it like when he had to be up. He did it because after like 7 in the morning, it starts getting really hot. And by afternoon, it's like way too hot. But the locals seem to be moving. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but
morning, and I guess Jason got kicked out of Subway. Said surely. Jason said it wasn't true, but who knows? It really doesn't matter. But because in this place, one story starts over here, and it goes on, and it ended up over here. And they said the meat on a Subway sandwich ain't that good. Artie said, why would you eat there when you got all these delis in New York? Well, I'm going to tell you that it's really not that much different. A sub shop, a deli, Subway serves great product. So I ran around yesterday. I had my buddy bring his sandwich in from Troy, New York. Deli and brew. Best subs, best slice of pizza you'll ever get. And then I went to Carnegie last night. I went to a Subway last night. I went to a deli in Hoboken last night. So we got meat from all over for Artie to taste. Can he tell the difference? Can he tell which is Carnegie? Yeah, probably. But he's going to see that it's all pretty good. And then I bought Maryland favorites. I brought Artie some crab cakes. I brought Howard some chocolate-covered matzah, homemade in the Alaskan house. So, just here to have a little bit of fun, let him taste the roast beef, and head on back to Maryland.
All right. Hey, now. Hey, where's that dude? Where's the guy who called me? Is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him in real quick. What's your name? What? Why are you yelling, man? You already angry?
David.
What's your problem, man?
He's taking your chocolate-covered matzah. Ronnie.
Yeah.
My wife made it for you special this morning.
You don't think I'm going to eat that, do you?
No.
How do I know you're not fucking crazy?
Artie would eat it.
Artie might eat it, but I'm not.
I understand that.
I mean, I don't know you.
You don't know me from the hole
We walk in here with chocolate-flavored matzah. It could have,
Yeah, your wife might not like it.
There's some weird shit in there.
I tell you,
She might have shit, and they called it, chocolate.
What is he doing here?
This guy called me up, and he says to me, Howard, you were saying some shit about Subway cold cuts. He said, I deliver cold cuts.
All right.
And he said, I deliver the same cold cuts to Subway that I would give to the, let's say, we were saying deli cold cuts are better.
Sure.
He's saying that even like something like, what's that famous fucking deli?
Carnegie Deli.
Carnegie Deli. God damn it.
But why do we need him, though? Why does he have to be here?
Because he challenged us.
Well, we could have just got the two things, and this guy wouldn't be here creeping everybody out.
I
What do you got?
him $100.
$100.
I either have a $100 bill.
I got 100 on Artie.
Or I got a $100 check made out to North Shore.
No. I want my 100.
Okay.
Fuck, stop fucking around.
I fucking bet you 200.
No problem, Artie.
David.
Yes.
Let's get down to this test. Artie, I've got $100.
How are we going to conduct this?
I tell you how I'm going to conduct it. Will's going to hand him the turkey. Artie's going to eat it.
It's
and then he's going to give
beef.
whatever. Roast beef, right.
What? Now, one is from Carnegie?
Yep.
One is from Carnegie Deli.
I could tell just from looking at it.
Yeah,
Sure
they
you
don't
can.
even look the same.
This is the Subway shit. That's Carnegie
taste
Deli.
it. Let me see. Which one are you saying is Subway?
This is the shit.
You're saying you don't even need to eat it.
Yeah.
It looks different.
Wait, let me
This
see.
is Carnegie's.
You're
like
saying
nice
that's
roast beef.
Subway, and
Yeah.
you're saying that's Carnegie.
You know what, Robin?
What?
If they put a filet, I know you don't touch
Don't
this
make
stuff.
up any bullshit. I want my $100 fucking dollars. Let's see if I'm right.
Put a filet or a New York strip on a plate,
Yeah.
do they look anything like the same?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's find out.
Are they both good?
They could be.
Yeah.
David,
All right.
It depends.
let's
on what,
wait. We don't know if I'm right yet.
It
What are you
depends on
handing me
what
the
kind of
100?
roast beef it is.
Why
All
you
right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I
Go
slow the
ahead.
room down?
What?
Why are you handing me $100? We don't know if you're right or not.
Just trying to stay here as long as I can now.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Hold
honest.
on.
Enough to get the knife out?
Will, is Artie correct? Turn over the plate. You don't know the fucking answer?
He's leaving the room.
Why are you leaving the room?
That's the Subway.
Wait.
This is the Subway, right?
You're
Yeah.
right.
It's the
How
shit.
do you know the... Wait, David. I got to calm you down for a second. I'm trying to get from Will the answer. Which is the Subway?
The answer is they are correct. The darker meat is from Subway.
Yeah.
The fresh-looking roast beef is from Carnegie Deli.
Right, exactly.
So, David, where's my 100?
Where's my 200?
You didn't get a bet with him, did you?
You didn't
I bet
bet.
him
You had.
It's on tape. 200.
Clean this fucking guy right out, right now. Here's my 100. I'm
Man,
gonna
all
hold
he
it
has
right up.
$100 on him.
Oh, I feel bad for you. Because I don't even want to taste this. It's gross looking.
So how could you make the claim that we wouldn't be able to know the difference?
That was the way you set it up. My whole premise
Here, take this $100. I'm not taking.
What
fucking
is
money
your
from you.
premise? What was your premise?
that a Subway roast beef sub is absolutely fine to eat for anybody to eat.
Yeah, but it's right.
It's not as good. It's
Oh,
not
it's
the
not
same.
gonna kill him.
Right, we know
You
it won't
said
kill
you
him, but-
deliver the same exact meat to the delis that you do to Subway. And what are you pointing at?
Robin said that.
No, you
No,
said
you
that.
said that.
Get the tape. Fred,
Robin doesn't know that
I
business.
wouldn't know what
Robin
you did.
said he's saying,
Right.
because she knows what everybody's saying.
Right.
Oh my
Everybody.
God. Oh my God.
I mean, she does. Everybody. He's saying he sells the same meat to everybody.
See, you were greasing her
What
up
did
without
you say?
looking good before. Now you're
All right, I'm not taking your $100, but there's the proof, David. All right.
Artie,
Yeah, buddy.
So this is all Robin's fault.
Wait a minute. Didn't he say he could
Yes.
Artie wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the meat he sells to Subway and the meat he sells to a deli.
That's what he said.
Again, I'm going to correct you, Robin. I'm
what
sorry.
What did you say?
Howard said.
Oh, you said that.
That. Are you saying Artie can't tell the difference?
And you said yes. You bet me $100.
If I had said no, where would I be this morning?
Oh, my God.
So you're admitting you wasted our time.
So, David, thank you.
We like reality on the show. Why, so you could tell Howard what room he was in college?
But Subway's a good product. They make a great sub.
No, they don't. Not compared to Carnegie. That was the point.
Well, David, I like you. I'm not going to take your $100.
Exactly what do you do? Because now I don't know anything.
He's a bullshit artist.
I sell food for a living, Robin. I sell roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, pot roast, prime rib. And I brought you some great food. See,
if I give you $100, will you leave?
Yeah.
I like this guy.
He's a go-getter. He's a mover and a shaker. I'll tell you what, you put a piece of roast beef in front of me that's hand-carved and another one with a slicer, I could tell the difference.
I brought you 4 of the greatest crab cakes. Robin.
Are they like Subway?
Whoa.
Subway crab cakes?
You're the guy who's telling me Subway's so great.
Right.
You're telling me these crab cakes are the greatest crab cakes.
Go online, gnm.com.
What's that?
In Baltimore.
Go right downstairs to Del Frisco's. You'll get the best crab cake you ever had.
I can get a great crab cake on Long Beach Island.
That's right,
Robin,
Jersey.
Robin, you're from Baltimore, right?
And
Ronnie, you know what Ronnie was saying about you? He's saying you are the most annoying guy he's ever had in the studio. Is that true, Ron?
I didn't want. You know what? I didn't want to be in the green room with the door closed.
Right.
I wanted to take some pictures, do some stuff. Artie, I'm going to leave you 4 of the greatest crab cakes.
Right.
From G&M.
Bring them in here. I want to taste these crab cakes.
Yeah, see if they're any good at all.
He brought them in.
You bring in a crab cake, I can look at it and tell if it's any good.
Don't steal my bit with the roast beef. That's what I just did.
Ronnie, why is this guy a pain in the ass?
Dude, this is not a playground. You came here to be on the show. You know, you didn't come here to.
I'm standing right here.
But it's no, he doesn't.
I do like him. In fact, I want you to let him take pictures.
We're not going to eat this food either.
This guy gets stuff done because he's like the squeaky wheel. You know?
Those are okay. Those are not great crab
Point that
cakes.
toward me. Let me see that.
It's walking around with matzah, handing out matzah.
Filler in them.
Wow, that's a crab cake.
No,
Look
but
at
they've got filler in them, Howard.
Can you pick up a website?
No. They don't have the real blue crab.
It's 100% jumbo lump crab.
Let me take a look. Let me put a fork in there.
Robin, you're trying to steal my roast beef thunder.
Fred, gnm.com.
Taste that. Taste doesn't tell me that those
What
are
am I, your taster?
Yeah.
Your Highness?
gnmcrabcakes.com.
You know I don't eat that.
Now you got me.
I can bring in a better crab cake.
No, you can't.
I can too.
You can't.
Artie, don't eat that.
I went down to Baltimore and I got a nice crab cake. The hooker gave me soft shell crabs down there.
Apparently, these are the best crab
Well,
cakes.
now you touched
Look,
it.
I'm telling you, Mud City in Manahagan.
I'll eat him eventually. He's going to eat it first.
He's going to eat it to show you that it's not poison.
But he might have a tolerance for strychnine.
Robin.
That is not a great crab cake. I guarantee you that is a sucky crab cake.
What's his first name?
Fred. What's the website say?
I haven't been able to open it up yet, but according to the little blurb, it says supposed to be voted Baltimore's best crab
That
cake.
is not backfin.
But that was
jumbo
Baltimore
lump
Magazine in
blue
2004.
crab. Get out of here.
Is Robin going to go off her diet for this?
See, there she goes again.
Is it delicious?
She's talking about stuff she has no idea
I
what
know
she's saying.
exactly what I'm talking
All right,
about.
I'll taste it now.
All right, Artie will tell you if it's the best crab cake.
But you don't have the other crab cake I'm talking about.
Artie, use your hands.
Use your hands.
I'm not using my hand.
Use your hand.
I don't want to
Just
use my
pick
hands.
one up and bite
give me
it.
a fork right there, Jason.
Here's a fork.
I don't trust my hands.
You don't know where your hands have been.
Because he just did. It's grossing me out.
No.
What's going on here? Get back to the mic.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, Del Frisco's has great crab cakes. I've had great crab
She
cakes.
tried to sell us one last night.
Who?
The waitress at Del Frisco's, Robin.
Well, here's a problem. It's cold. You know what I mean?
To warm it up.
It tastes all right. It's not fishy, which is a good sign. It's not very, disgusting
You're
fishy.
talking to a guy from Jersey. What does he know about
I sell
crab?
food
You
for a
just fucking
living.
said you're down in Jersey, sweetie. I grew up over there.
All right. Okay.
I had Long Beach Island crab cakes while you were still in Washington on the Air Force.
You seem like a fun guy. You seem to me like one of those
He
guys
loves
that,
his
like,
business,
in your
yeah.
neighborhood, you're the guy who has the barbecues and you're always entertaining,
Yeah.
right? You're the
Yes.
guy. You're that guy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you got kids and you're involved with them and everything, right?
Melissa and Max.
Right. You got them tattooed on your
He's
arm.
all, they're
There they are.
tattooed.
Yeah.
Eminem.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm leaving the matzah here.
All right.
Y'all can do whatever you want with it.
Well, in a sense, you're saying,
Leave
here,
it here.
you can throw this out.
Could you tell the petcock to back off a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I had air conditioning last summer, and I'll
Here's
have
what
it
I
this
want you to
summer.
do. Here's what I want you to do, because I invited you down here. You're my guest. Ronnie, take him around. Let him take his pictures. Let him photograph. Let him have some fun.
But remember, like
And
Ronnie
then-
said, despite everything Ronnie does up here every day, this is not a playground.
I understand. Artie. Seriously.
What is this now?
That's
What
the
is that?
chocolate
Seriously,
matzo.
that's chocolate-covered matzah.
I don't.
Nancy Laskin made that yesterday.
I don't like regular matzah. I don't like it.
This isn't regular matzah. Come on.
Eat it, Artie.
I don't
Well,
want to
eat
eat it.
anything.
I really, because you know what?
Hey,
Let Benji, let the Jewish kid.
try a piece of chocolate-covered matzah. Nancy Laskin's famous chocolate-covered matzah.
Go ahead. All right, here's Benji. He's going to eat it.
Fred?
How was it?
Not for me.
I got a vanilla piece.
Okay.
Annoying Dave wants you to eat.
It's white chocolate.
Tell us how it is.
It's white chocolate.
Tell us how it is. It's probably delicious.
Eat it, Ben.
Eat it. Hurry up.
Lisa ate some.
Is it
Go
good?
to bed.
It's nice. It's a little sweet.
It's
Well,
chocolate.
It's a little.
I could sit
nice.
there.
Let me have that. Of course you can.
All right, give it to Artie.
sit
He'll
here,
tell
too.
you.
Now Artie's ready to
You saw Benji didn't die.
Now,
so-
what
He
you're
said
doing
it's
is
sweet.
you're fucking up my breakfast burrito. That's the problem.
Yeah. You'll probably have a hard time eating that.
Oh, now he's giving me shit.
Go ahead.
Howard, can I apply for a job at 11?
Hold on a second. Let me. What is it?
It's actually excellent. Leave that bag there.
Artie likes
What's
it.
the matter with you? Leave the bag for Artie.
Leave it next to the shitty roast beef.
Did we bet?
Dude,
Stop with that.
Look at that. That looks like insulation.
Stop with the shitty roast beef already.
And you're right. The Carnegie Deli sandwich, you can make a shitload of sandwiches with that.
Right. All right. Listen,
But that's
David.
good product.
David.
Compared to what?
Compared to a sub shop in Hoboken.
No, it's not. Now those are fighting words, motherfucker.
David.
Come on out.
David, I
love
like you.
David, I love you.
Ronnie's pulling my chain.
I know. Ronnie's worried about you. I'm not worried about
No,
you.
he's not gonna-
Ronnie, let him go around, take some pictures. Don't be such a, I understand you're doing your job.
Hey, Dave, you want to date Cindy Margolis?
You want to get laid?
Hey, Father, you want to get laid? We'll
Let me
get you
tell
laid.
you, I met the contestants.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, Will, who is the alternate, should be in the test.
I might put him in it.
One of the three guys would rather
He's one of
date
the contestants.
Cindy's husband. If she
really?
had.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Legs are crossed. Hair.
What is that accent?
What are you saying?
Maryland.
You think one of the guys is gay?
I think he's gay.
You think he's got
Bring
change?
that guy in. I want to.
You think he's got change for
Which
a $3
one do you want
bill?
in? The gay one?
You think one of the contestants is gay?
Yeah, I already told him.
Which one?
And what did he say when you told him?
Which one is it? Yes, Ronnie. He couldn't tell which one was gay.
Bring
guy
in the
with the
guy.
balls
Bring in
hanging
the
out of his
guy
ass.
that David thinks is gay.
Artie.
Hey, what's on the bottom?
I
of this?
like this guy.
Caramel?
Yes.
I still don't like them.
You like me?
I like
Robin?
you. I like
All
you.
right, let me
I
talk
love
to
you.
this guy. I see what you're saying.
He's a homo.
See what I'm saying?
Now I like them.
You know, you might be right.
Oh my God.
You're going to be fighting for Cindy Margolis' date, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Okay, Ralph.
Gay Ralph.
I don't know. You think this guy's gay? Seriously?
What are you asking him for?
I'm asking David. Why do you think
He's
he's
a
gay?
real
He
man.
seems like a regular
Did
guy.
you see what he just said to you?
What did he say?
What are you asking him for?
Well, he's not as heterosexual as Dave. That's
But
for
David,
sure.
seriously, it's not an insult, but what vibe are you getting from him that you think he's gay?
The legs were crossed.
Right.
He kind of moved away from the manly men out in the hallway.
Gym membership.
Ralph, were you born in another country?
Yeah.
Where country are you from?
Can I keep that private?
Why?
He's a terrorist.
You're embarrassed about your country?
Not embarrassed. I just want to keep it private because of
what?
9/11.
Job reasons and things like that.
He lied to his employer.
This guy sells meat. He's telling you I'm gay.
All right, so you can see the gentleman's not gay. He's just sensitive.
Come on, Howard.
He's not gay. You think
you can see that?
Yeah.
I still think he's gay.
He doesn't look effeminate to
You
me.
know what Dave reminds me of? Uncle Frank. Anyone who doesn't sound like Tony Soprano's gay.
Right.
Thank God Dave's not running the show.
You think you can pick out a gay guy easily?
Yeah.
Well, obviously you can't.
This guy told me the roast beef I couldn't pick out.
Have you ever had relations with a
Come
man?
on, Howard.
I'm asking.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. All right. You never even
Nothing,
had
no.
a towel snapping
The answer
incident?
is no.
You never jerked a guy off?
I'm not going to answer that.
They wouldn't ask you if they didn't think you were a little gay.
Why would you answer
Wait
that?
a second. You jerked the guy off?
Howard.
Did you?
The answer is no.
All right.
But why not answer? That's a question I would answer immediately. I go, no.
Because I answered the question twice already beforehand.
All right.
Towel snapping and
Yes, he
things of that
has.
sort.
All right. Listen, David. You're
He's
wrong
from
about
Lebanon.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be serious.
Are you from Lebanon?
Why'd that come up?
He just said you're from Lebanon.
We're guessing.
No, the answer is no.
Where are you from? The only way you get to play is if you tell us your country.
Is that true, Howard?
Your
Yes.
country
Come on,
of
Howard.
origin.
No.
This poor guy thought he was coming to meet Howard. He's got fucking Dave in his.
Hey, Dave, jerk his cock off and see if he comes. If he gets hard, we'll know he's gay.
But that would make me.
No. You're doing it as an experiment.
Only your hand would be.
I'm doing it for the show.
Just jerk him off with some lube and see if he gets hard.
that
And then
makes
we'll
you-
know if he's gay, and we can solve this once and for all.
That makes you a comedian like Richard and Sal.
Well, David, first of all, Ralph, you will be trying to
You'll
get
be
a date.
contestant.
You're going to be a contestant, and you have made love to women, right?
That's correct.
Right. And David,
And men.
Hey, Dave, what's all over that fucking thing now? Caramel? What is that shit?
Yeah, you asked me that already. Caramel.
It is?
Well,
butter.
stop eating it if it's bothering you.
No, it's not bothering
It's a
me.
napkin.
Oh, all right.
You
I need to get a handy wipe.
Yeah, use a napkin.
Or lick your fingers.
All right.
Right. Well, David, thank your wife for making us the chocolate-covered
Now,
matzah.
I can't say it. My buddy John drove up all the way. He's sitting in the green. Ralph gets in. John, you going to bring John in?
Is John
I don't
gay?
understand. Is David running the show or is Howard? I don't understand.
Hey, Ralph.
No, I don't.
Ralph.
If David said bring John, you have to bring John, don't you?
Ralph.
Howard, call him in right away.
Ralph.
Obviously.
David?
You won't be on the show, Ralph.
All right. David, thank you for coming down. I don't want your $100. You're a nice guy. I like you. Ralph, I'll see you in a few minutes for the Cindy Margolis thing.
All right.
All right, boys. Thank you.
Lisa J.
Dude, you couldn't fool him. He knew.
Knew what?
About the roast beef.
Absolutely. But I think we've admitted that it's not something that you can't eat. They make a great sub at a very fair price.
Now, we were under the impression that when you were coming in, Artie wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but then you kind of sang a different tune when you were in the studio.
I answered Artie and Robin and Howard's questions to facilitate me being asked to come up here. I embellished a little bit. I did something so I could get up here. And to my point, the point I really wanted to make, but they wouldn't have accepted that. Carnegie, Subway, really good deli, really good sub shop. You really can't tell the difference. You put the lettuce on it and everything on it. Subway's great. They do a great job. And there's millions of them sold every day.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Operation Mirth was something I saw a bunch of my fellow comedians, Colin Quinn included, going over there and telling jokes, and they would come back and they would say it's very rewarding. And I said, you know what, my grandfather, 𝗪cie𝘄𝗿𝗍, was a World War II hero, and I wanted to just, I know I could never be a hero, but I said, it's a unique time we live in. Let me go and maybe put in my 2 cents, at least maybe entertain these guys for a week. So I just really, really wanted to do it, and I got it in my head that I wanted to do it, and I mentioned it on the air, and it grew from there. Jimmy Florentine was really the first guy that I picked. Dave Attell came to me. Now, Dave Attell is one of the greatest comedians ever. Dave came to me. He'd been through a bunch of these things. He loved doing it. So I said, yes, that just makes the tour better. And I needed one more comic, and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 fit the bill, man. All these guys are guys that I think the military people might like. Real funny comics, and I love hanging with them off stage. So that's why I picked those guys.
Artie gave me a call. I guess he was allowed to bring over a bunch of comics to bring his own show over there. And, he gave me a call and said, look, you want to go over there, perform for the troops. It's going to be for about a week. It's no pay, but, it'll be a good thing to do. And I jumped right at it, man. I was really looking forward to doing it, man. I think it's just more about me and Artie feeling guilty because we're such scumbags, and it's our way of giving back.
Artie had talked about wanting to put together a bunch of comedians to go overseas to perform with the USO. And when I first heard him talk about it, I said, wow, that sounds really cool. Do you have all the guys that you have going? I would love to be the MC.
I didn't want to take anybody with kids. I didn't want to take anybody with bad breath. I didn't want to take anybody that was annoying and talked too much. I didn't want to take anybody who lived in Connecticut. I didn't want to take anybody who, tries to be a wasp and denounces his Italian roots. I didn't want to take anybody who some of the fans might be annoyed by, and I didn't want to take anybody who wasn't funny on stage. Unfortunately, Gary batted 1,000 with all those negatives, and came to me and said, hey, I want to come, and Gary's my boss, so I'm like, all right. I pretended on the air for 3 months like I didn't care, and apparently his kids don't care either. They said fine. I think his wife made sure the will was in order and said, go do it. And Gary came and annoyed all of us for a week.
I was a little bit nervous, but the USO and the people involved had pretty much told me that this was going to be safe. Of course, whenever you go to a war zone, there's always that danger.
I wasn't really worried about going over there. Look, those guys that were over there, it's like, what are you going to do, man? It's, I went over there to just, entertain the troops and give them a few laughs. I wasn't worried about dying over there. I die on stage every night. What's the difference?
Clearly, I was nervous. Yeah, what are you going to do? But some people are heroes. I guess I'm one of them.
When I jumped on board, it was sort of decided that I would be the photographer/videographer. So the TV guys gave me a camera and said, take it, do your best, and get whatever you can. And so that's what I did. I left my house in Connecticut, took a car to Kennedy Airport. That's where I met up with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 and Dave Attell.
The flight was me and Artie, because we're from Jersey, flew out of Newark. And so we were on a flight from Newark to Frankfurt, Germany. We're in Frankfurt, Germany, and Nick, Dave Attell, and Gary are not on this flight.
Attell are not on the flight. They might miss the plane. And if they miss the plane, Nick is going to punch out someone in Frankfurt, Germany. And then get the first flight back to New York. And I think me and good old Jim Florentine are going to have to do an hour each on stage, but we're ready.
Nick is going to cause an international crisis if he doesn't get on this plane. Right now, he's at the desk at Frankfurt, Germany, screaming at somebody.
This place needs a good douching. Everybody's got BO. Guys standing, two dumb broads at the counter that couldn't figure it out.
We're having a tough time today, huh? Got on the flight, went to Istanbul. We got to the airport. We only have like an hour and a half layover there.
We're in Istanbul right now, Turkey, heading to Kyrgyzstan.
Are we having fun yet, Nick?
Is this bus connected north?
There was a lot of just hanging out in the airports and just, messing around, trying to sleep. And these guys aren't here yet. So it looks like it's just me and Artie.
only slept an hour. And I haven't dropped a douche yet. I'm crying.
The other guys were like, let's just stay here. We'll find those guys. I'm like, fuck that. I'm bored. So I went to the business class lounge. And when I walked in, Jim was there. Artie was laid out on his back, sleeping with his shirt up.
You know, we were like the only Americans there. People walking in a business lounge, and these guys are in suits and stuff like that. They look at Artie like, and then they just walked out and went to another section. They're like, I don't even know what that is. I'm not going near it. We had a guy, this guy Jeffrey used to be a Vietnam vet or whatever. He met us over in Frankfurt, Germany. He took us, you know, he does the USO tours, so he pretty much handled everything from there.
So then from there, we got on the flight, and that flight was, I think, 5.5 hours to Kyrgyzstan. Big debate, by the way, over the pronunciation, Kyrgyzstan, but I've since learned that it's pronounced Kyrgyzstan, and that's in Russia.
Yeah, we got to Kyrgyzstan. That was the first night. We got in at like 4 in the morning. They put us in these barracks. It wasn't that bad. It was like 2 bunk beds, like being in prison. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought I was going to be sleeping in a tent like I was fucking camping with my friends in the middle of Jersey.
We stayed in a army barrack, so it wasn't that bad at all. Being on the road is great, as a comic, is great preparation for that shit. I wish half of the fucking hotels I stay at on the road had the water pressure those goddamn showers had.
I don't know if I was wired over the travel or if I was wired over the excitement of being there. And then there's that whole thing that goes on when you know you only have X amount of hours to sleep, and then you're sitting there and you're going, all right, if I fall asleep in 10 minutes, I'll have slept for 4.5 hours.
It's like 5 in the morning here. I've been sitting in this room for 2 hours and I can't sleep, and I don't know if it's because I'm nervous about being here and doing the show tonight, or if I just can't sleep. And I took Ambien and I don't want to take another one. And I'm just sitting here twisting and turning, so I'm going to go out now and I guess walk around the base and try to get some rest. You know, try to get tired enough to go to bed. We have to be up in 4.5 hours. And I'm just sitting here laying in bed so nervous that I can't get to sleep.
It's 11 a.m. in Kazakhstan, and we're going to go tour the base. Artie's still sleeping. Show's at 6 p.m. We don't know if he's going to get up.
I had to sleep to get ready to give these guys a show. I'm a talent, you understand? So it was hard. I was tired, but I slept and I did it because I'm a hero.
When we got up, it was the middle of the afternoon, and that's when Jeff, who's our USO guy, just started taking us around.
And originally, I thought we were just going to do shows at night, the comedy shows, but they had us do these meet and greets all during the day. So pretty much we get up at 10 in the morning, do meet and greets for like 3, 4, or 5 hours, and then go rest for a couple hours and then do the show. What we did is went around the different guys who work on the planes and mechanics and all that shit. So that was basically our tour of the day.
Here I am in the cockpit of the plane. I'm like a 3-year-old.
Dick, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to be tickled. This is the tickle chair. On Stern, they have this. This is where it is. What? Well, why don't you tell them this is for the Howard Stern TV? This is where they refuel the planes in flight. So the guy comes in here, he puts himself in a very prone position, and through through his eye, he has to line it up with the jet. And it's a pretty hardcore job, man. Holy smoke. Yeah. So that goes down, and he said when you take off, you can see basically it looks like you're hitting the ground. And it's all done with, you drop the boom, and it's like filling up your car, but at like 100 miles. How fast do they go? 500 miles an hour? It's like 400 miles or something. Yeah, so that's pretty wild. Not a drinking guy job.
Hey guys, how are we going to run a special on Howard TV when Artie's in none of the shots? I should just do like an Andy Warhol film where you just show Artie sleeping for 12 hours.
I slept till 4 p.m. today because I thought everybody else was like me and they were tired. Everybody else was up and at 'em today. And Jeff Anthony, the head of the USO, woke me up at 4 and he said the show's at 6. So I said come back at 5.
Going to the show right now for a show, 6 o'clock. It's tough to tell dick jokes when it's light. Going to hit the green room at Pete's Pub.
First show was at the base in Kyrgyzstan, inside a rec center. 500 people is what it sat. 800 people showed up.
I was nervous as hell because, again, I don't perform. You know, it's not what I do. It's not my thing. In fact, I saw that as the worst part of the trip. Doing the 3 or 4 minutes of stand-up was the penance I had to pay to go on. I wanted to be on the trip and experience everything else. I'm so fucking nervous, you can't believe it. I really am. I know my first 4 jokes, but I'm just, you know what? I think I have a good crowd here, but Jesus, I hate doing this. I really do. I mean, I wanted to do everything that we've done here except this.
That's what we want to do too.
I know, but you guys are funny. So I got up and I did my thing, and it went okay. You know, Artie said it went okay. I got a couple of laughs, and then the guys came up, and they're like, you know, this is so hard to go up before them. There's 4 guys, you know, the 4 of them together probably have over 80 years of experience of comedy. Just 4 comedians that I think are unbelievably funny, that I have so much respect for.
The only rule we were going to follow that they gave us was no political jokes, no bashing Bush. He's the commander-in-chief. We got that. I didn't take any pussy liberal fucking comedians with me. None of us were bashing any commander-in-chief. We're not fucking Janine Garofalo. No Margaret Cho's on this fucking tour.
We know they wanted to hear the kind of material that we wanted to deliver to them, so we just did, and we didn't get in trouble. It was fine. But they loved it. I mean, we got a standing O right after the show. The place went berserk. We did a nice meet and greet afterwards, signed a bunch of pictures, met all the guys.
Good times, a great crowd. It was, nobody's uptight around here, I think.
No, he got away with a lot tonight.
Everybody was really cool.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we get the report card. Yeah, turn around and go home now. As long as these guys are happy, that's all that matters, really.
Everybody have a good time today?
After the show, we hung out for a couple more hours, and we had to get on a flight at 3 a.m. to go over to Kandahar, Afghanistan.
I think we ended up going over to this holding area at around 10:30 and ended up getting on the plane around 2 in the morning.
When we flew to Afghanistan, you fly at night because it has less of a chance of the plane getting shot down. So that's why the plane leaves at 3 a.m.
So on this plane that we went on, they put all the Army folks on the plane. Half the people on the plane had just seen us during the show. And, you know, people just knew us from the show. And so, you know, they were applauding and yelling Baba Booey. And then we sat down and we took the flight.
Operation 𝗦𝗵cie going into Afghanistan after a very successful Kyrgyzstan show. We're catching a 3 a.m. flight. It's 3 a.m. now to Afghanistan, and it's Kandahar, right? Kandahar, yeah. Kandahar.
We landed in Kandahar probably around 4:30 in the morning, and I think by the time we got to the base, it was about 5:15. It was just getting light out, so we waited till 6 o'clock in the morning. We ate something, then we all stumbled over to our rooms and went to sleep till about 1:30 in the afternoon.
We couldn't really leave the base there, except for one day we went out and did a meet and greet with the Special Forces, which they're outside the base. So we took a ride out there, and it's really freaky, man, because it's all just dirt roads. There's all these old tanks from the Soviet War in the 80s just sitting in a field, all just broken up. And there's just like little friggin' flea markets and people just hanging out. It's like 110 degrees and it's dirty and it's dusty and it was pretty fucked up.
My impressions of the country of Afghanistan are, I do it on the show a lot. I go, oh, do we live in a shit country? Oh, we're from Afghanistan and it smells like shit. It's all dusty. That's the best impression I could do.
Probably one of the most exciting parts of the trip was we met the people who are involved with the Predators, you know, the drones, which are the unmanned bombers that this country has.
This is fucking cool. That's what it is.
This one is what's called a Block 15, and it has it's got 2 nose cameras, so we can fly. You know, you can avoid clouds or avoid other things.
They showed us these Hellfire bombs that they put on those drone planes. to drop on terrorists and stuff like that. And we signed it.
This is the bomb that's going to save us.
So we all took turns signing the bombs. I wrote, Baba Booey, give him hell.
And then the colonel came back the next day, goes, hey, remember that bomb you guys signed? We killed 7 Taliban with that the next day, so it was really fucking cool.
Artie and I and the guys were standing around, and Artie had spoken to one of the soldiers who sort of gave us a heads up on what we do in case there's mortar fire.
This is a mortar bunker, I would assume, but it's for when mortar fire comes into the camp. Everybody lines up in here, and you stand on the sides, and you wait for the mortars to stop, and there's protection. And then you get like a bell, and you go, all clear, and you leave.
Hey, TJ, when was the last time you guys saw mortar fire here? 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago? Good, that means it's every fourth night.
Maybe we should just sleep in the bunker.
And that's when they first started to tell us about the infamous shit pond. People told us that there was a sewage treatment pond that was way too close to the base, and that when the wind blew the right way, you could smell it.
Everything we breathe in, they said, is 30% fecal matter.
Is that true?
That's what they said.
Yeah. What? I didn't hear that.
Yummy.
Yeah. What, 30, in the air?
30% fecal matter in the air. Everything is
coming from where, though?
It's just
from where?
It's the air and everything because they cut down all the trees.
That means I gotta get a.
All the Russians cut down the trees in the war in the 80s because they were bringing the Taliban or the fighters are hanging in trees and just sabotage them. So they cut all the trees. So there's basically no air here, no clean air.
Think about having a piece of shit under your nose for 24 hours a day with a hot hair dryer blowing air in your face. That's what Afghanistan is. It's fucking awful. No wonder those guys want to kill us. If I had a piece of shit under my nose for 24 hours a day, I want to blow people up too. I understand it now.
And it was grotesque, but we got through it because we're heroes, especially me. And they call this company Hepatitis C, and we're going to have a show here. It's our second big show so far. The first one went great, and hopefully this one will go good. Watch you guys, you're about to go in a bunker.
Kandahar was a much different vibe than Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan's not a war zone. It's an Air Force base. It's basically a transport station. It's where people go to be sent to here and to there. Kandahar is a war zone. So it was a different vibe right away.
So if there is a rocket attack, like there was in the 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 concert, we're going to grab you off stage, and you're going to go behind that tan building. There's bunkers. We'll grab you, and we'll take you into those tan bunkers.
Can you get a picture of me fainting with that order?
Yeah.
If I'm not getting any laughs halfway through, could you do the same thing? Just say there's a rocket attack.
I'll try my best. I'll do my best.
We hit 75 people. Grab you guys.
I mean, listen, you know
we're going to be causing the collateral damage.
Honestly, if there's a rocket attack, just make sure all you guys are fine. We're worthless.
It was a little nerve-wracking when they're telling us about these different attacks and what might happen and stuff like that. But then again, I mean, these guys are used to it, so I was pretty confident, man. I was like, we're in good hands with these guys because they were just like, they deal with this shit every day.
All right, second show in Kandahar, 7 p.m. show. It's 110 degrees, and we're performing outside.
It was 7 o'clock at night. It was hot. It smelled like shit. And 5 minutes before the show, there was like 10 people out there.
Artie, give me the lowdown. What's going on audience-wise here?
Well, apparently around here people have more important shit to do. I don't know. I think it was between this show or pushing the Taliban back into Pakistan. Look, we're here. We're going to do a fucking show no matter what.
We're like, oh my God, this is like the worst we've ever done. There's literally no one here to see us.
There was one guy just sitting right in the front in a chair with a laptop. And we're like, I mean, we were joking, like, that guy must be on SFN right now. He's starting a thread about our show, saying, can't believe fucking Artie's wearing the same shirt as he wore on Letterman that time. By 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock when the show started, within 5 minutes, we had probably about 100 guys. You know, it was tough to, the laughter is obviously not going to bounce all over because we're outside, but, they really enjoyed it.
I'm 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 from the Howard Stern Show. You might recognize me by some of my nicknames. I'm known as Baba Booey. You know that name? 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱, 𝗦𝗵ici𝘄, and 𝗦𝗵ici𝘄, and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱, which is also coincidentally the name of the new Deputy Prime Minister of Iraq. Now, I'm sure you got excited when you heard the Howard Stern Show was coming. You thought to yourself, Howard Stern, strippers, porn stars, models. I got some bad news for you tonight. All you're going to get is 5 ugly guys telling dick jokes. Oh, you like that, huh?
Yeah, that was my my least good set. One of the first of all, calling what I did a set is almost it's crazy.
We took a helicopter over here, and they had us packed in tight. We're big guys too. We were packed in really tight. I'm not positive, but I think I might have accidentally joined the Mile High Club. Hey, by the way, if we're stuck in the desert, who's running hell?
For someone that doesn't do comedy and's got all that pressure, we were really proud of him. He did good.
I was talking to the guys today. I said, it's very hot here. It's hot here. What, like 145 degrees? I said, I'm going to die in this heat. They said, please do.
Gary was great. Most of the jokes he had written for him did well, but we just had to teach it. When one doesn't do well, you can scrap it, because he did a couple of bad ones, 2 shows in a row. But they loved him, man. Fans of the Stern Show was like meeting Elvis. They loved Gary. He was so nice at the meet and greet. And after he told his jokes, he said, look, here's all the info that's not comedy. And he was great at that. And he set us up brilliantly.
Let's give it up for Jimmy Florentine.
All right, give it up for Gary, doing a good job. Come on, give him a hand. That's like his 3rd time doing stand-up. He did a good job, right? I guess that means yes. No, he is, man. It's a tough job being a comic. I love it, man. It's my favorite job in the world. The only bad thing is people find you're a comedian, they always want you to be funny. Oh, you're a comedian? Tell me a joke. I don't get that. They're asking me what I do for a living to do it right there on the spot. Right? No other job would that happen. I never did a party one time. I go, sir, what do you do for a living? He goes, I'm a chef. Really? Go make me a cheeseburger in the kitchen. Come on, hurry up. I'm fucking hungry. Put a hat on, will you?
Jimmy always did great. He destroyed. Nick, I've never seen do bad in my life, and that continues. He killed. The people love Nick.
I'm going to Montreal next week. They love me up there. 6 French people, 2 teeth. Drinking Labatt's. Trying to give me the finger. They can't figure out which one. It's fucking great. I'm kidding. Coalition forces, all right?
Look, Attell is just, any comic will tell you he's the best ever, and I've never seen him bomb. He can adjust to any situation, and this is like his 5th tour, Attell.
I like to drink, but, I've done some other shit too. Porn would be nice at this moment, but, I'm afraid to even go near my dick with these predators circling around. I don't want to end up on someone's YouTube site, look at this ball freak trying to jerk it. I did see the one, and I'm sure you guys have all seen it, about the 2 dudes in the mule, and I think that's cool. Because I think a man should bang a mule. Because when you fuck a mule, you always have a ride home. And I think that's great. Put a hat on him, it looks like he wants it. So, too much? All right, you're right. Anyway.
And then Artie's got to do like 35, 40 minutes after us. So he's got a tough time,
I was fantastic. I'm a funny hero.
I'm eating shit right now. You realize all of us are now eating shit. What does shit look like when you shit it out? You shit out like a cheeseburger deluxe or something?
The show went great, but then when we left, we were going to the meet and greet, and 20 seconds into that ride, the sirens go off, and they said we're under mortar fire.
It's just a mortar attack, some kind of bombing. We got to go to a friggin'.
Right, that sound means incoming rounds.
Incoming rounds are coming, and we got to go to a bunker. We're going to a bunker right now.
You hear the sirens right away. And they're like the sirens you hear when you watch a movie and people are being bombed. They're not like, they're scary sirens.
So what is this that's going on right now?
I don't know.
But what's the siren supposed to mean?
It's so long.
What's up, man? I want to hang when I'm going to the bunker.
People always say, what would you think about, what do you think you would think about right before you know you're going to die? And the only thing I'm thinking, all right, if I shit my pants right now, because I'm really scared, at least I can blame the smell in the air, in the shit air. So, you know, they'll be like, oh man, it's the fucking shit pond. I can't believe it. That's all I was thinking.
We're in a bunker and there's mortar fire towards, I don't know what the fuck's going on. We just finished the show though. Thank God we got all those awful jokes in.
And then, you know, we were in the bunker and then we were just cracking jokes the whole time for like 45 minutes. Like, whatever. You know, like, hey, if we die, it's probably pretty cool that we were, you know, perform for the military. We got killed over there instead of a drug overdose or AIDS, like most of us might go down by. Looks like we're safe, right?
We're safe.
We made it. We had a 20-minute delay. It might have fucked up our meet and greet, but
No, I think we can do it. Definitely.
yeah, we're gonna still check. But yeah, we're out of the bunker and off to Pizza Hut. Nice.
We went and did a meet and greet after we got out of our bunker, and that was great.
We're at the meet and greet right after the mortar attack, and it's about 20 soldiers, and we're blaming it because of the mortar attack, and no one wants to come out. We don't know if it was because of our sets or the mortar attacks, we're blaming on the mortar attack.
Artie, what'd you think of the mortar attacks?
My first reaction now was, wow.
Nick, how you handle the mortar attacks?
Mortar attack? No, I tell you, it's funny, like when you got a bunch of these soldiers around you with guns, they're giggling and laughing and they seem like, you know, everything's fine, you feel safe. That's what made me feel safe.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous because they weren't nervous. Hey guys, say hello.
How you liking that again?
Oh, it smells great. Say hi to Howard TV.
We finished that, we went to sleep, and then we got up the next morning, and that was when we knew we were going to take that trip to go out to our third show, which was about 150 miles north of Kandahar. We were taking Black Hawk helicopters. We're going to what they call an FOB, Forward Operating Base.
I'm going in the war zone today. Taking some Black Hawk helicopters to 2 different locations in the middle of nowhere to perform for 30 troops in one spot and 80 in the other. No air conditioning, no nothing. It's gonna be fucking awesome. We have to wear long pants and a long shirt. On the helicopter, it's a military helicopter, and it's gonna be about 120 degrees. I'm psyched. Nice.
So the night before we went to north of Kandahar and the Blackhawks, we all got fitted for our flak jackets and our helmets.
This piece out here, do not pull this piece, okay? Do not pull that piece. Do not use that to carry it. Try and carry it like that. Do not carry it by that, it'll come apart.
Oh God, thank God you told us that. That's the most obvious way. The body armor demonstration was given to us by Jeff Anthony, who was with us the whole way, former Vietnam vet, well, current Vietnam vet, but former Marine, great guy, Jeff Anthony, black guy, but a great guy.
Once you're at a base and you fly in and you see the soldiers and stuff like that, you're like, oh, this is cool. But then once you start putting body armor on, you realize you're in a fucking war zone, man. It was pretty like, holy shit. We need to wear this stuff, you know? So I had no idea to put it on. I'm fucking retarded. I never had that stuff on before.
And it was embarrassing because I'm a little heavier and, you know, they made jokes.
Okay, and then there are adjustments on the side. This will work with you.
What does that mean, Jim? Both cameras.
We extended some front to rear.
We have a armored poncho.
That's the headliner, Jeff. You could have told me that in private.
Reveille's at 0500. Then we're gonna get up, we're gonna have a locker box inspection, and then we're gonna run 10 miles, rain or shine. I'm a heroin addict, as you all know. That's a heroin sign for, like, 𝗦𝗵ci𝘄𝗿𝗍. And I was in where they call Afghanistan the start of the heroin trail. When I was performing, I saw mountains, and over the mountains were poppy fields. You know what, guys? We're in Afghanistan, where the heroin trade begins. And right over those mountains over there is a whole bunch of fresh poppy. Not that I care. I'm all about professionalism. But I would love to just maybe set it on fire and just fly over sniffing a little bit, see what happens. Do a little like black tar type shit. But we're here to fight the Taliban.
With our dick jokes.
With our dick jokes.
All right, we're going out to the airfield right now. Get briefed on the fucking helicopter.
You have to notice this box right here, the flares. It's part of our countermeasure system. When they go off, you'll be able to feel it inside the helicopter. Won't be alarmed. It's part of our. It's good. It's good stuff. Tail rotor, bad. Stay away from it because it likes to cut people in many different pieces. Very hot exhaust, about 400 degrees or so. We have 2 machine guns. They have 7.62 ammo. I mean, if you have to use them, if you can learn that fast, congratulations.
All right.
We all have 9mm sidearms and M4 rifles. So
you guys are like a rap.
You guys win. Oh, motherfucker. Battle of the
What you gotta say? You guys are either, in the army or the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes. In the event of a crash, once you stay inside the helicopter, unless we have a fuel leak, which you'll smell, fire, or searing hot oil dripping down from the aircraft. At which point in time, you'll exit the aircraft, keeping in mind that the blades will still continue to turn. If you have to crawl out, that's cool. Our emergency exits are all currently removed, so if you can't get the door open, you can crawl out the window, even you can fit, I promise. So.
Everybody is just, I'm getting single safer already. I mean, some of the best soldiers in history had a few pounds on them, pal.
We took the Black Hawk helicopters from Kandahar about 130 miles north to this forward operating base. You have to wear the headphones with a little microphone on it, and you can hear what the pilot's talking about. And the trip out there is amazing. You're flying over the desert. You just realize it's one of the oldest parts of the world, and you realize not a hell of a lot has changed in 1,500 years. The other thing that was really interesting is, you're flying and it's a desert, it's a desert, it's a desert, and then all of a sudden you can see there's greenery, almost like somebody planted sod. These people are the masters of irrigation. What they'll do is they'll dig these holes that are called spider holes that are used for irrigation, which is great. The downside is that they're also used to get up into the mountains, and that's where a lot of the Taliban traveled through, and that's why we're having such a difficult time, because they're in the mountains. They're dealing with people who are living inside of mountains and holes inside of mountains, who've been there for hundreds of years and know how to operate through all this.
It was fun. We shot guns and stuff. Me and Gary both shot, I think, AK-47s out the side of the helicopter into the desert, and we didn't hit anything, but it was fun. I said to the kid, what if I hit a Taliban guy by mistake? And he said, that's one less fucker I gotta kill. Loved them.
Firing the machine guns is one of the greatest experiences of my life. There's something very primal about just fucking, letting it go. I dug it, man. I think about it all the time. The way it was told to us was, you know what? This is really going to be a great show. These guys don't get anything. They don't get to see anybody. So we knew we were potentially playing to a very small audience, but the way it was described to us was going to be a very grateful audience.
Here's where we're performing. We're at, I don't know what base in Afghanistan, and we're going to perform right here. Here's the stage.
The last show went great. That was in a very remote part of Afghanistan. 80 guys on special ops, and they really, really were excited to see us. Very grateful. They all gave us big hugs because not a lot of guys go out there. It felt great after that show. They were like, wow, we can't believe you came here.
Stay safe, be well. I love you. Take care.
Let's hear it for you guys. Attell, Artie Lange.
After we finished the show at the forward operating base, we were supposed to go back to the Blackhawks and get back in them and go about 30 miles past that to a base of about 30 people.
The last show, we were going to go to an even more remote spot for less guys.
We're going back on the Blackhawks to do our last show.
But unfortunately, we couldn't because the Black Hawk helicopters that we took there, to get to this even more remote spot, they had to be escorted by Apache helicopters. That's how dangerous it was. And the Apache helicopters had a mechanical problem, so they could not make it.
The fourth show we were supposed to do is in a place that's so far out that it's extra. Where we are right now is extra dangerous. This is dangerous times 50. And we couldn't get an Apache helicopter to escort us there, so they canceled it. They said, we can't let you go without an Apache helicopter. So we did 3 of the 4 shows, and they were kick-ass, but I tell you, those guys are out there fighting now, and they're not taking us out there to protect us, but I fucking really wanted to go to that far-out place because they really deserve it, those guys. I hear they're like, they haven't seen people in forever. We were going to do a show for only like 30 people who've been there, and the faces are dirty. People are saying it's like Oliver. They're just happy to see any American. So I wanted to go. I would have risked it, but they're, I think we all would have, but they're doing the smart thing.
We were really disappointed. I thought that was going to be the experience of a lifetime to be out there and see what those guys see and be able to entertain those guys. We were disappointed.
We were bummed that we couldn't do that last show for those guys. Because this was really way out there. It was only going to be about 14 guys. So we're really pumped to go do that one.
So now we're going to leave. We finished those shows. We go back to the base. Now we're going to leave the next morning. We're all going to get a good night's sleep. They got us up at like 7 in the morning. 8 o'clock when we have breakfast. 9 o'clock over to the airport.
It's our last day here in Kandahar. We're going home. It's 9 a.m. We have 5 flights to catch today to get back home.
Now we're at this airport, and it's fucking hot. And it's like 130 degrees outside. And it's boring. It's tedious. You see what these soldiers go through. All the soldiers are sitting there waiting for their plane. We all started playing poker for a while, and we got sort of bored with that. And we've been there since 9 in the morning. Now it's like 2 in the afternoon. Now they're going to put us on the plane. This plane they put us on first. They're called C-130s, and these are like the shittiest planes the Army has to offer. And everybody's rap is sort of like, you got to fly on one of these ones just to say you did it, because this is like the plane. We landed in Bagram, and we got off the plane.
Right now we're in Bagram, Afghanistan.
Oh, how exciting.
Home of fun and
mirth.
Home
of mirth. Look at the mountains.
A lot of fighting and shit stuff.
Jeff from the USO said, hey, I'd really like you to come over and see this USO Center. It's the nicest USO Center in the world. It's the Pat Tillman USO Center. The NFL funds it.
The NFL just bought the whole place for him and just, put that up in the memory of Pat Tillman, which was awesome.
Pat Tillman was on the Arizona Cardinals, and I believe he was from Arizona. He had a lot to do with Arizona. And the day he died, I had a gig at the Improv in Tempe, Arizona that day. And as I was going on stage, Dan Marr, who ran the
the place, and at the end maybe mention something about Tillman. It'd be nice. So at the end of my set, I mentioned, hey man, let's do a shot to Pat Tillman. And it was a 5-minute, literally a 5, maybe longer, 5-minute standing ovation. People were crying. It was like one of the most emotional things I'd ever seen. And all 4 of my shows, the same exact thing happened. So I was in Arizona at the time, and he was just loved there and loved everywhere, obviously. And it's good to see his jersey from the Cardinals framed here, and that the NFL built this. It's really a special thing, and it's, you know, an honor to be here. This has been an amazing trip, and this is a great way to sort of end it, you know.
It was an amazing experience, and when I first got back, I wouldn't say that it was life-changing. And I still don't know that it has been life-changing, but I will tell you it's something that I think about every day. You know, it's just, I just think about things that happen, small things, big things. I think about the trip a lot. It was an unbelievably positive experience, and maybe as time goes by, maybe I will see it as a life-changing experience.
The whole thing was a success. The USO, Jeff Anthony and this woman, 𝗫cie at the USO, who I dealt with, they called my agent and said, their words, they said this was a smashing success, unbelievably great. So that makes me very proud. That's probably the proudest thing that's ever happened to me in my career. And I'm thankful Gary, Jimmy, Nick, and Dave were a part of it. And the guy, Jeff Anthony, all kidding aside from the USO, Jeff is unbelievable. Great guy, helped us feel safer, and he's a Vietnam vet, man. Lifetime guy who is a true hero, Jeff Anthony.
I can't tell you how many people came by and said, you know, we couldn't make it to the show last night, but I just want to thank you for coming, or I don't really listen to the Howard Stern show, but hey, thank you for coming. And that was really the best part. People were just grateful we were there.
You just realize how much, you know, they have no entertainment, no nothing over there. For us to go over there and do that, man, it means a lot to them. So it's just a good way of giving back, man. And after, you know, after taking for all these years as comics, you know, it's nice to give back when you can. So I'm looking forward to going back. And hopefully next time they'll book me on Continental so I can get some of my frequent flyer miles.
I always had great regard for the people over there, but now I have even more regard for them. We were there for a week, and it really was a sacrifice. A week of vacation we took to go over there, and we consider that a sacrifice. It just made me be even more appreciative of those people. I love them, and I gave my number to a lot of them, and I hope that they call me, because I'd love to hang out with them, although that's probably not going to happen because I gave them a fake number. So if that fake number happens to be someone I know by coincidence, and that person tells me some guy called Black Kid that was a Marine, you gave him my number by mistake, I'll have to just, I don't know, just not react to it. Just hope the kid never calls back.
Hi, it's 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍, and here's some of my wacky bits I've done over the years. So check it out. I hope you like it, you weirdos. Hi, welcome to the program. We're here with the famous comedian, actor, musician, sketch comedy writer, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍. Now, Kenneth, what I wanted to ask you is, is, why do people think you're so crazy? I mean, every time somebody mentions your name, they're like, that guy's crazy. Stay away from him. That guy's a nutcase, a wacko. I mean, why do you think that is? I don't know, man. I mean, it's these people that never met me in person. They just see me on TV. I mean, of course you gotta act crazy and wacky and weird on TV or you'll never get invited back. It's all about being different, outrageous, original. I mean, if you're not crazy and weird, nobody's gonna be interested. Why would they ever invite you back? Nobody wants to see some average, normal, boring person. You gotta be freaking crazy. I am a big fan of your stand-up comedy, actually. But what I wanted to ask you is, why do you do all these crazy stunts on TV? I mean, what was with putting the fireworks in your pants and cutting your hair off and eating it and pulling the fish out of your pants and smacking yourself in the face with it? I mean, you know, if I was sitting there watching TV and I was flipping the channels around and I saw some guy cutting off his hair and eating it, I'd stop immediately and watch that. I mean, the reason I put firecrackers in my pants is because I thought it was funny. I mean, if I was flipping the channels around and I saw some guy smacking himself in the face with a fish or putting fireworks in his pants, I mean, I'd stop and watch that immediately. That's funny. I mean, it's way better than these stupid drama shows that are on TV all the time. They're so fake. And I appreciate that you're a fan of my stand-up comedy. I really do. You seem to be obsessed with becoming famous. I mean, and you've been trying to do this for so long. I mean, isn't it time to say enough already? I mean, you're not famous. You've been trying to get famous. Isn't it time to just give up? Nah, man, I'll never give up. That's not how you win in business. I never once said, I'm taking a break, or I quit, or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about years and years of banging your head against the wall. It's about little small breaks here and here and here that add up to major fame after a while. And I am kind of already a little bit famous. You say I'm not famous. I say I'm a little bit famous. I don't know. You know, you could be the judge of that. It's really an imaginary line anyway, isn't it? Did you know that you're the original Beavis and Butthead? You're the original jackass. These guys came along way after you. You were the originator of all that. Do you know they stole your act? Yeah, I mean, I've heard that several times in the past. I mean, is it true? I don't know. I mean, it seems like people are always ripping off my ideas. I mean, every time I come up with a comedy skit or an idea for a movie and I mail it out, suddenly the next thing you know, these big movie producers in Hollywood are putting out a movie with a similar ideas to what I just sent out. I mean, it just seems like people are always stealing my ideas. I don't know how to get around it. I don't know. Now, this question's going to seem a little strange, but my producers asked me to include it. Are you straight or are you, like, gay? Your producer might be a flaming homo, but I'm not. I don't take hot sausages in the rear. Now get out of here with that. Ridiculous. All right, let's take a couple calls.
Hi, Keith. This is Marsha. I just wanted to know when you're going to be coming to my area. Like when your band's going to be going on tour. Or when you're going to be doing stand-up comedy and coming around to my area. I live out in the Los Angeles, Hollywood, California area. When can you come out here?
Hi, Hi, Marcia. Thanks for the call. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm working on some stuff now. I just got done putting out this DVD, so I've been working on that. But yeah, my band, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 band, we're putting together a bunch of new songs, and we're going to be going on tour soon. So yeah, we'll be out your way soon. And I'm talking to some Hollywood producers also about a movie, a couple movie deals. So I should be coming out there soon. So keep your pants on, all right? All right, thanks for the call. People are always saying to me, yo, man, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 should be on Saturday Night Live. And 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 should be on Mad TV. Now, what do you think about that? I know, man. I hear it all the time, too. Of course I'd be great on them shows. What else can I say? Your fans have stood behind you this far. And as far as I'm concerned, you wouldn't have gotten this far without them. Now, if you could say one thing to your fans, what would you say? 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱, what would you say to your fans? Fuck you, fucking assholes. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'd say thanks a lot for supporting me throughout the years. Thanks a lot. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to do it all. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everything. Thanks a lot. You like that one, you freaks? Check out this other one. This one's really freaky. I did a lot of drugs before I came up with this one. Yeah, I go on the Howard Stern show all the time. I've been on the show for the last 15 years. Yeah. In case you haven't heard of it. So how's everybody doing? I'm not doing so well. My girlfriend just broke up with me. I met her speed dating. I did a bunch of speeding went over her house. She wasn't home, so I took her stereo. But I'm in my mid-30s. I meet a lot of women that have kids. And the kids are always coming up to me and saying cute things like, "Are you my new daddy? Because Black Daddies was here last night." 150 pounds of unwanted fat. Let's have a round of applause for him. Yeah, I threw my asshole brother out on the turnpike. Hey, I hit a deer on the way over here. Hey, he started it. He said something about my mom. I was dating this girl that said she didn't want to have kids. She even went as far as to have a total hysterectomy. And at first, it didn't bother me, but when I was having sex with her, it felt like I was poking an empty box of spaghetti. I picked up an 80-year-old woman the other day. She fell out of her wheelchair. Picked her up, put her back in. So we go back to her house. She says she's going to slip into something more comfortable. She's 80. What's more comfortable for her? A coffin? She came to the kitchen door wearing a see-through nightgown. She said, "Do you see anything you like?" I said, "Yeah, I see a six-pack in your refrigerator." She knocked the cat over with one of her tits on the way to the door. Did you ever notice a cat's ass looks like a pencil sharpener? And they make the same noise when you put a pencil in. I couldn't work at McDonald's. They wouldn't hire me because they said I didn't have enough acne. My grandma's going through menopause. She's taking a pill made from 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 extract. It helps women cope with the effects of menopause. The only side effect is she gets shitting in the street. I used to bet on wrestling, and then I found out it was fake. I was going to send my dog to obedience school, but I made a mistake and I sent him to Lincoln Tech instead. Now when I yell sit, he runs outside and rebuilds my transmission. Back in school, kids used to make fun of my name and everything. 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗿, they used to call me names like 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗿𝗿 and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗿𝗿. But I felt sorry for this little Indian kid in front of me. His name was Kimmy. Because all the kids used to kick him and stuff. You know what I really felt sorry for was this guy named Billy Anal Rape. It was a nice day out today. I went to the park and fed the pigeons to my Rottweiler. Hey, were you ever in the bathroom and you saw on the bathroom wall it said, "For great sex, call this number"? Well, it really wasn't that great. Actually kind of hurt. All right, that's all I got.
Now this next one is my all-time favorite. Check it out, you jackasses.